Hi guys, I'm going to show you the best and easiest way to install and manage ComfyUI on your PC, and then we're going to go through the basic setup. This video is for beginners and newbie to ComfyUI and AI image generation on your local PC. While we can get ComfyUI here from their official website, I find that the better way to manage it is through Stability Matrix. We're going to go over everything to get you started. First, download Stability Matrix from their official website. It's a single file download that includes everything you need. Go to Stability Matrix website. Check the address here to see if you're on the right page. It should look like this. Click the download button. Download the stable version. Make sure to put it in a directory that you want to install this to. For the purpose of this tutorial, I have an empty new drive, but you can put it anywhere. We're going to make a new folder in this drive and call it Stability Matrix just to make things easier for us. Open the zip in WinRAR or other archive you have. Extract the Stability Matrix.exe file to the Stability Matrix folder we just created. Get into the folder and double-click to install Stability Matrix to your computer. On Windows 11, you may see this warning sign because it doesn't recognize the publisher. Just hit More Info and hit Run Away. The setup will scan your hardware to see any incompatibility. Read and agree to the license agreement and hit Continue. You can install this to your system by picking a directory, but we have the option to install this in portable mode. This is important. You want to select portable mode. This way, everything that is required to run this app will all be in one folder, and you can move that folder to any hard drive or a new PC, and everything remains intact. This will auto-install to the drive and folder that we created earlier. It will create a new folder in that directory called Data. I'll go over the folder directories at the end of the video. You can share or don't share analytics. We're not going to share it today. Now, you are presented with all the web UI packages that you can install with just one click. But we are going to skip the first-time setup for now. Expand the side menu on the left. Now you can actually see what these icons represent. We want to go into Packages to start installing some web UI in ComfyUI. Right now, it's empty because we haven't got anything installed. Go down to Add Package. Now we can see all the web UI packages that we can install with one click and run them locally on our PC. We have a training package area here for us to train our own LoRa's and models locally, but let's back out for now. Here we got Web UI Forge up on the top, which is a very good one. We're going to check that out later. And we got Web UI Reforge, which is something I didn't know existed. And we have the original Stable Diffusion Web UI by Automatic 1111. But what we are looking for is ComfyUI. There are more you can try out if you want to, but we're going to install ComfyUI. Instead of clicking the thumbnail to install it, we want to click on this little right arrow. This will get us into some settings before installing it. It shows where it's going to install here and creating a new ComfyUI folder in this directory. We go into Advanced option. The output sharing is basically sharing the output folder between the different web UI packages you install. So for example, whatever you generate out of ComfyUI will go into the same output folder as whatever it is you generate out of Automatic 1111. We want to turn this off so that whatever we generate in ComfyUI doesn't get mixed with other packages. Make sure CUDA is selected if you're using an NVIDIA GPU and click Install. First-time installation could take a few minutes as it is installing all the prerequisites and downloading all the necessary files to run this. You can expand the more detail to see what it's actually doing. It may ask you to install other Microsoft runtime applications, so just install it. After all the necessary files has been downloaded and installed, now ComfyUI has been successfully installed. You can now see the package file here and the launch button. If you want to install other packages, just click Add Package and it will appear in this package area here. Before we launch ComfyUI, we need to get some extension first to make things easier for us later. You can check the option here. There are some settings here that you can check off and on. I just leave this as default. Next to it is the extensions. There is what we're looking for. There are a bunch of extensions here, but we're only looking at two important ones to get us started. You want to search for Manager in the search box. What we want is the ComfyUI Manager and the Model Manager. So we're going to check them both and hit Install. Now that they are both installed, you can check to see all your installed extensions here. You can uninstall any extensions by ticking the box and select Uninstall. Before we launch it, we're going to go download some models first, so we have something to generate our images with. The cool part about Stability Matrix is that you can download and manage model right in the application here. In Model Browser, we can browse through and directly download whatever models we want here. I'm just going to download these top models up here at the top. We can select the version of the model we want to download and click Import. All right, let's download this one as well. Once the download is complete, you will see it in the Checkpoint Manager here. You can check the download process in the Download section here. Now that the model is downloaded, it now appears here and available for us to use. It also comes with the model images, which is nice. If we click on the model, we can download different versions of the model. We can check the bubble on the upper right of each model to delete them. This will remove the model from your PC. The other cool part is that these models are shared between other web UI that you installed through Stability Matrix. I will show you this, as well as explaining about the directories later in this video. We don't have another web UI package install at the moment to show you this, so we will now install the next best web UI for Stable Diffusion, Web UI Forge. If you're just here for ComfyUI, you can skip this part, and this is not needed if you're using ComfyUI. Once again, the installation process is the same. As you can see, it's going to create a new package folder for it as well. Okay, now Web UI is installed just so I can demonstrate that the model is shared between both packages. We are now going to launch both of them. First time launching can take a while because it's going to be downloading other necessary files. The second time you launch them will be much faster. All right, Web UI Forge auto opens, that's nice. And here, if you go to the checkpoints, we can see the two models we just downloaded because they are shared between the different web UIs or apps. This is a good thing because we can save space in our hard drive while using all the different web UI we may want to use later. All right, let's go back to the Packages menu and launch ComfyUI. You can hit the stop button here to stop running it, but we're just going to launch ComfyUI now. Once again, first time running can take a while as it's getting all the necessary stuff ready. The second time you run this will be much faster. All right, ComfyUI is now ready, but it didn't open the web UI automatically, so we can go up here and click Open Web UI. ComfyUI will give you a default workflow for basic text-to-image generation. Remember those two important extensions we installed earlier for ComfyUI. This is why it's important to have them installed. So we got the Manager menu and Model Manager right here. These are the two extensions. The Manager menu allows you to install custom nodes and update ComfyUI. Everything seems to be all updated, and the Model Manager will show you a list of all the model or checkpoints you have installed. We will check that in a bit. As you can see, the models we installed through Stability Matrix is shared between the different web UI. In this case, these two models is available to use in Stable Diffusion Web UI Forge and ComfyUI. Now we are finally ready to start ComfyUI. As you can see, it is giving us a default basic text-to-image workflow here. But to better understand this workflow, I will create a brand new one and you can follow along. However, we are at the end of this video. For ComfyUI workflow guide and tutorial, please check our next video. For now, I will go through the directory on the PC where we have all this installed. Since we installed this in portable mode, everything that needs to run it is all in this one folder that we created during the installation of Stability Matrix. Remember, this is the folder we made, where we extracted the Stability Matrix.exe file to. If we want to run Stability Matrix again, just click on the Stability Matrix.exe. Since we already installed it, it will not go through the installation again. And I see an update for ComfyUI, so we're just going to install the update. While this is updating, we're going to talk about the data folder. This is where everything we installed through Stability Matrix will stay. So if we go into the package folder, for example, we will see the two packages that we installed. The ComfyUI folder is here, and the Stable Diffusion Web UI folder is here. That's the only two packages we installed. If we installed another package, a new folder will be created here for that. Let's get in the ComfyUI folder. Because we didn't share the output folder, we have an output folder in here, specifically for things generated in ComfyUI. The WebUI Forge output folder will be created here when you start generating some images. You can also change the directory within the WebUI setting. Now, if we back out, we can check the model folder. This is where all the models are stored and shared between all the WebUI packages. For stable diffusion checkpoints, you can put them in here. The two we downloaded is also here. For LoRa, it will be in here. You get the idea. Now let's back up to the root directory. At any time you want to remove the whole thing, you can just delete the data folder. To reinstall everything again, just run the Stability Matrix.exe again and go through the same process. All right, let's check the update. The update is now complete. It's that simple. Stability Matrix made everything easier to manage, and it's all in one app that just does it all for you. You can check for updates here as well. One last thing before I close out this video. If you're trying to download Flux Model from the model browser in here, you will notice that you can't. To get it, you will need to link your Civet AI ID in Stability Matrix. You can do this by going into Settings, then Account, then connect your account. Stability Matrix makes it simple to manage all your AI tools locally on your PC, all from one app and all in one folder. That's all for now. If you find this helpful, please hit a like, follow, and subscribe. Thank you very much. This is BM Cifer checking out. Peace.